anybody that's black in this town that wears blue is a Crip, and then asked him was he a Crip because he had on a blue suit.
You know, one thing I've been thinking a lot about is cultural imagination. How Americans perceive other places based upon their media consumption habits. We know many Americans have the wrong idea about Baltimore, and guess who reinforces that the most? Sinclair Broadcasting Group. Sinclair Broadcasting Group has been quietly reshaping Baltimore's media landscape for years. From mandatory commentary segments on local stations to top-down editorial directives, they've shown how easy it is for a powerful oligarch owner to turn a news station into a megaphone for his own politics. So who owns Sinclair? It's a chat GPT-ass motherfucker named David Smith, who also owns the Baltimore Sun. Makes sense now? These narratives are all tied together. Fragmentation of the truth, media hypnosis, algorithmic echo chambers, loaded incentives, truth versus lies. To be honest, nowadays in America, this whole situation is all too familiar. So before we put boots on the ground, we get informed. Ground News. Ground News is a dope-ass news aggregate that compiles thousands of articles from across the web and ranks them in terms of bias, so you can figure out how the right and the left are covering issues as they unfold in real time. Ground News, I got it on my phone right now. It shows me so many things and so many stories from across the political spectrum with dope-ass context, like bias, factuality, and of course, ding ding ding, ownership. For example, when talking about Baltimore's historic crime drop, the independently owned Baltimore Banner headline reads, "Baltimore records 7 homicides in August, fewest on record in half-century," while the Sinclair-owned Fox 45 headline reads, "Baltimore sees historic drop in homicides amid debate over causes." Debate makes you wonder who's encouraging that debate. That's why I use Ground News. Dope-ass news aggregate. Something else that people don't think about is how many news stories aren't actually news stories at all. That's why Ground News shows you how many legit, verified outlets are covering a story as it unfolds, so you can figure out if it's real news or just phony baloney echo chamber nonsense. Ground News. As I mentioned, Ground News also tracks the ownership of publications, so you can see who's paying for what narrative and why. Ground News. For all these reasons, I trust Ground News to help Channel 5 and myself cut straight through the noise. And right now, you can be like me and be a Ground News annual Vantage Plan holder for a whopping 40% off their annual plan. Ground News, motherfucker, just hit that QR code right here or click the link below to sign up. Remember guys, supporting Ground News effectively means supporting us so we can stay out here in the field from Baltimore to Albuquerque, giving you guys real coverage that isn't watered down or dictated by corporate overlords. Stay informed, and most importantly, don't let the media tell you what to think. All right, back to Baltimore.
Mayor Scott's Safe Streets team is just one part of the picture. The other side relates to the urban outreach and youth mentorship programs, which are equally important.
So, welcome to Challenge Your Change. Well, we truly believe if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. When the kids come in, the mentees, they'll start reciting the affirmations. This is something we try to instill inside of them to let them know who they are. Who are we?
Challenge the change.
What do we believe in?
If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change.
What do we believe in?
If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change.
And we are determined to what?
It's our challenge.
Who gonna help change our city?
Challenge the change gonna help change our city.
Who?
There it is.
Who are we? We challenge the change. We challenge the pain just so we can gain. Who are we? We challenge the change. We challenge the change. Who are we? We challenge the change. We challenge the pain just so we can gain. Who are we? We challenge the change. We challenge the change.
And that's one of the pillars that we teach here at Challenge to Change in our 3 rites of passage. First one is identity. You know, of course, it's my son right here on the wall behind you. He got murdered in 2013 as a result of gang violence and all. He got caught up in the gangs. Me serving 25 years of my life in and out of prison, left him out here, which is happening throughout major cities. The fathers are going to prison, leaving their sons and daughters out here. And he happened to be one of the first funerals I ever preached in my life was my son. When the father's absent, like, so much stuff take place because he's the pillar of the home. So if he's not there, who's there?
This is my son, Mac, and this baby Bitwell. They call him Bitley. You see what I mean? This is my son. He look just like me on the year. They say he nice. I say he do acting, but that, hey, that's what fathers do. They think he's great, and I think he got work to do. I love you, Gil. Go ahead, Ash. It's my boy's Bitley. That's what they call him. They gave me, he earned his name.
Father is not a name, but it's the title that's a result of a function. So if you're not functioning as a father, being a maintainer, a protector, provider, then you out of the picture. You're just a sperm donor, right?
According to data, 47.5% of black youth in America live without a consistent father figure in their life. In 1950, that number was 8.5%. We've seen from data that having no father in the house is the lead cause of youth criminality across the country regardless of race. To hundreds of kids, especially young boys, Uncle T is more than a mentor. He's someone they can trust, who again won't call the cops and isn't scared to apply true discipline.
Uncle T came into my life by one of my close friends, and he preached at his funeral. And when I saw he came and preached at his funeral for free, no cost, and really genuinely care, like it just did something to me. Like I always like, man, I'll forever be in his good graces, you know. Like anything he ever need, like I'ma make sure I'm there because he didn't have to do that. I was shot the first time in 2021, November the 15th, just coming home from prison. I did 2 years. Car rolled up like next to me. And like as soon as I looked, the first shot hit me in my face and instantly blinded me. Went in this eye, crossed over, hit this eye, and got stuck in my face. And instantly blinded me, even knocked my sense of smell out. And my car was shot up 45 times. I got hit 7 times. I saw the shots was done and I noticed I couldn't see. I just climbed out my car window, took a knee, took my hoodie off, and put pressure on my face. You know, just to try and take the right procedures to keep myself alive and keep myself woke. I got hit 5 times in my legs, in my buttocks, and in my foot. A lot of people don't come out there, you know, 45 shots, point blank range, then getting hit in my face. I was supposed to be completely blind, but like I said again, by the grace of God, my sight came back. Instead of 20/20, now I got 0/12 because this eye gone.
Most kids that reach out to me, they pretty much know who they reaching out to. A man that's gonna love them to life, not to death. And they know I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm being straight up, and they know that whatever kind of advice I give them or whatever I say to them is geared towards creating greatness in them or extracting greatness out of them. So that's my whole thing. Whenever a kid come in my life, you already know Uncle T. He can come to me, ask me for anything. If I got money, I'm gonna give him my last.
Yeah, my man, Uncle T. If you're Uncle T, everybody in East Baltimore knows Uncle T, right? And it's about being able to connect with people.
What the kids suffer throughout our city is perpetual trauma.
What's that again? What's that?
Stand over him.
Oh, okay.
Trauma on top of trauma, you know, acute trauma, you know, the kind of trauma that even psychiatrists and psychologists is struggling to try to deal with because there's layers and layers of it.
There's a lot of trauma. Some people don't want to intervene because they so traumatized. You get what I'm saying?
They don't even cry no more sometimes.
Numb. They just numb. I was shot 12 times. You get what I'm saying? My own homeboys, 2012, stood over top of me, tried to end my life. You get what I'm saying?
What are some of those shared traumas and experiences that you're referring to?
I can go on for days, but some of the core ones that we see a lot is domestic violence, substance abuse, lack of resources as far as like housing and groceries, lack of educational support, things like that.
How many of y'all seen a body on the ground? How many of y'all know somebody close to y'all that got killed? How many of y'all went to funerals of people? Y'all never even put your hands down, man.
Some of these younger guys need hugs. Some of them need therapy. Every young guy I come across, I preach, go to therapy. Just try it. It's not gonna kill you to try. Because in our communities, you're weak if you go to therapy. We were just taught to take it on the chin up, chest out. The day I got shot, I really opened up to my therapist. And she was basically telling me, like, get my life together and do right. Like, yeah, that's what I'm doing, but at the end of the day, you can't erase your past. I'm real big on mental health. Like, it ain't nothing I ain't been through. From drug addiction, everything. Like, all the stuff I've been through, losing friends, holding my friends in my arms as they die. Yeah, I got blamed for it. So I wasn't even able to grieve the right way. I just lost one of my closest friends. I'm holding him as he shot in the face and still gets blamed for it. Beat up by it. I got beat up by his mother and everything. So that type of stuff can really affect you mentally.
And because of, like I say, the direct trauma that these individuals always encounter, lashing out on others really becomes second nature.
You can get your first gun at 6 years old, for sure.
How does a 6-year-old get a gun in Baltimore?
I mean, it's easy. It's super easy. Probably by your brother.